Yo, what's up guys? It's Mikey Kass. I swear it's been like 7 years since I've last uploaded a YouTube video, but I've had literally like tons of people constantly requesting me to do another video. So I wanted to do a Q&A, you know, get to like know me better or something, and I got to know you guys better, like judging based off the questions you guys asked me. So anyways, I have like a list of like 20 questions or something, not to sound like some game thing from 2008 you'd play with your friends, but yo, let's get it. We're gonna go on a drive to Malibu, and it's a beautiful day. It's Los Angeles, it's summer. I haven't been here in like 2 months, so it's gonna be beautiful, so let's get it. Alright guys, so Razvan asked me what's the quickest way to go from $0 to $10,000 a month drop shipping. Honestly, I'd say you want to sell brand new products that started popping off relatively like recently, so in the past like 1 to 3 weeks, and then you can do like reverse product research, whether it's like searching up on Google, Facebook, or different product research tools to see if there's any competition for it. And once again, the ads that you find must be like cool products, but they must have high engagement. So if there's like 1,000 likes to 500 comments, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So if it has like a 2-to-1 ratio of engagement, it has super high engagement, and there's low competition, that is like literally asking to be tested. So if there's only 2 to 3 people in the market, and it's a new product that's about to pop off, you better conquer it. So that's the quickest way from $0 to $10,000 a month drop shipping. So and then Ayob asks, do you pay taxes? So Ayob also asked, do you want to build a brand? I think he's referring to like e-commerce / drop shipping. And honestly, dude, like I use it as a way to get capital and money while I was in high school and even now. But like I really just mess with like personal branding stuff because I love like talking. I love answering these questions, and I love like, you know, like business to consumer, or like, how is it? Like I'm almost like a consumer myself, so I like being very like informal and having fun with it, and not like super corporate-y and selling products that no one knows who I am. So I really like the whole like person-to-person type thing. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. So right now we're in like Westwood, Bel Air type area. There's so many memories on these streets. We're on Sunset Boulevard right here. Like go ahead and look at it. Literally like me and Fez, if you guys know him, we literally went like, I'm not gonna say a speed amount, but literally like cruising in McLaren 570S's. We've had Armin like freaking driving like crazy in his Prius. Like there's so many memories. That's why in Los Angeles, every time I'm driving or I'm seeing something, there's memories on every single street. And bro, I've only been here for like a year and a half. I'm from San Diego originally, so it's not too far. I'd always make a trip up here. But there's literally so much history in all these roads and so many memories, and it's beautiful on top of that. Like it's literally summer, it's 79 degrees with some breeze going. Literally couldn't get any better than this, baby. So okay, so Ecom Cameron, I believe, asked, does LA and the environment you're in make you want to work even harder? And personally, I would say no. The times when I was most like motivated and wanted to work hard was when I was in high school and I told everyone like, yo, I'm gonna move to LA before senior year. Like literally, bro, this is crazy because I was a junior in high school, and like my friends' parents were like, oh, so like you going to college or something? And I was like, I literally probably had $300 in my bank account as like a junior in high school at some points. And they were asking, I'm like, no, I'm actually moving to LA next summer. Like I literally said I'm moving to LA next summer, which was in like 11 months. And I was literally dreaming about it for 3-4 years, and I just finished Think and Grow Rich, and it talks about manifestation. And it's crazy because literally a month before everyone graduated in my high school, May of 2019, was when I moved to LA and I had my first success in business a couple months prior, you know, so I was like kind of like building up liquid money for myself. So yeah, the times when I was most motivated was when I had stuff to prove to people, which is kind of unhealthy. And after reading The Power of Now, you want to disidentify yourself from the ego. So I'd like to think that I've done that now. I don't really need to like prove myself to anyone, so it's all up to me. And right now I try to live in the flow state of life where like, you know, I wake up early, I have a set routine where I kind of I don't think about things, I just do it, you know? Well, I mean, obviously I think like business things that need to get done, but I don't think like, do I need to do it, whatever. Like don't think about it, just do it. That's like the best like muscle and essentially in your brain that you can work out, is just, you know, if you need to get it done, get it done. I had this day in the life, or Q&A, I hit up my boy, and now we're filming it. So yeah, the times when I was most motivated honestly is when like I didn't have anything and I needed to build up, like I need to get to LA. That was my big motivation. Once I accomplished it, that wasn't the motivation anymore. Now I don't really rely on motivation. I just rely on like my habits that you know, get me going. And like, I know who I want to be when I'm older. I know where I want to be next year. I have exact goals and everything, but those aren't my sources of motivations. Okay, so Gabe Emma or Gab Emma or something wanted to know what's your ethnicity, and I'll let you know now, no one's ever guessed it. So literally, like, you know, I'm a rare breed, put me in a zoo. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm half Turkish, half Ethiopian, and maybe like 5%, sprinkle some here, sprinkle some there of like everything else. But yeah, half Turkish, half Ethiopian. All right, guys, so now we're in Malibu. Let's sing sport. Listen to this. But yeah, we're now in Malibu. This is the PCH. You know, like Jaden Smith says, PCH cruising. But yeah, it's pretty beautiful out here. I'm gonna take you guys to a spot that like I've been going a lot recently. It's like this dope like hill. I don't know if you've ever seen on my Instagram how like we're in a mountain above the clouds. It's a dope spot. I don't think there's no clouds today, obviously, but not too many people know about it. There's like a giant like sand hill, like One Direction shot a music video there. So yeah, I'm gonna go there, and then we're also gonna, you know, answer some of these questions that you guys asked. So let's get it. All right, guys. So this is Deer Creek Road right here as we're entering. It's super dope. You're gonna see in just a second, but there's like a nice little like canyon run, and on top of it there's such a badass view. And the days where it's cloudy, it's in such like a geographical location, if that makes sense, where the clouds, or like I should say like the fog that sits above the ocean, this is like right above it, so you'll literally look from the top of the mountain and see only clouds below you. So it's super dope. All right, guys, so this is the viewpoint. It's pretty dope out here in Malibu, or I think it might be Ventura, but as you can see like down there, there's like a whole like perfect place to cruise. So it's super beautiful. And anyways, to get with the next question, I think the name is Larry. Said, what did your parents say when they saw the money? I'm pretty sure he's asking like when I was like 16, 17, that's when I started like making money under my parents. That was like pretty decent. I think I had like mid 5 figures a month, and they basically said, you little boy, you pay attention in school, bad boy. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, I'm not kidding. But yeah, they kind of, I don't know, they just wanted me to like pay attention to college. They knew like making a lot of money when you're young, or money like I guess relative to everyone else, could be like quite dangerous, because I wasn't trying in school and all that. But like the weekend line says, nobody can stop us when we're destined. So I ended up just doing business under a friend, and then I moved to LA shortly after that. But obviously, like, I get it, parents are always you know, kind of like scared. They want their parents, or they want their kids to like try in school, because obviously, you know, if you're breaking out of the norm, people get very scared of it and stuff like that. But you know, if you're just confident in yourself and you're confident in your ability, then you know you can do it. Because when I was doing business under my friend as a junior in high school, I literally had, or no, even a senior at one point, I literally had months. I literally probably had like a couple $100s in my bank account. I had months until I needed to move to LA. And this is literally when I dropped out of school, and like the law of manifestation and like Think and Grow Rich, law of attraction, I started having my big success, and I've been in LA for almost 2 years now. So yeah, man, set up in a crazy place. But all you got to do is, at the end of the day, don't depend on anybody. Don't depend on like parents, friends for approval or anything. So you just have to be completely outside of that, and you have to depend on yourself. And because this is the thing, you're never going to surprise yourself with negative news or something if you only depend on yourself. If you depend on friends, family, whatever, they can care for you, they can love you, but you know, they want the best for you, but they don't know what's best for you. So the moment you're only depending on yourself is the moment, you know, you can have like true confidence in your abilities and everything. Because people's opinions might change today, they might change tomorrow, but as soon as, you know, you're only depending on yourself, nothing matters. So hopefully that explains it. But the thing is, you also don't want to flame any friends, family, or anything if they don't agree with it, because everyone's different at the end of the day. You know, some people want to be musicians, some people want to be drop shippers, some people want to be race car drivers. So you got to respect everyone's opinion. So okay, and then it's JCP, I believe, asked, you know, I want to move to LA, but none of my hometown friends are as ambitious as me. And once again, this goes back to what I was talking about. You have to be fine with yourself, you have to be content with yourself, and not depend on anyone. Personally, for me, if I depended on like, oh, I need a friend to like run this online store with me, I've done that. Like, oh, I need this person's validation to like run this business with me, or even like friends, depend on them. Like 100%, at the end of the day, you have to know no one cares about you as much as you care about yourself. You know, your parents parents, friends, or whatever, like they're not going to care. I mean, it's just like a natural human instinct, right? It's like when you're on an airplane and you have to apply the face mask to yourself, like the oxygen mask, before you can help anyone else. You know, people have to take care of themselves before they take care of you. So be fine with yourself. Don't ever depend on anyone, and especially you can have the peace of mind going to sleep at night knowing like personally me, I don't need to depend on anyone for anything, right? So I have the peace of mind to know like I am like I'm the master of my own fate, right? It's like the famous quote, I am the master of my own fate. I'm the one making decisions. This is the reason why I'm here in Malibu right now filming this video. There was no one that, you know, influenced me to do it. There was no one that pushed me, no one that motivated me, especially during the hard times of business when I was on the come up and I didn't have any money, you know. And then so yeah, you basically just have to have the peace of mind of like, okay, I'm the only one that essentially is like going to take care of myself. And you're going to realize it sooner or later, dude. Maybe in a year, 2 years. Some people learn at 30 years old. But once again, just depend on yourself. Don't depend on anyone. Trust me, people are going to come and go. Even if you think that person's your best friend, when it comes to business, if you get $1,000 payout, you might fight. You might be in an argument over this, and then slowly they might just start partying in high school or being distracted, or be like, oh, I just want to do like, I want to play basketball or something, which is completely fine. Everyone has different trajectories and different paths, but once again, only you can, you know, push yourself as much as you want to be pushed. And then on top of that, I know like I'm not going to stop for any reason. I'm living in a flow state where I've built that muscle in my brain, or if I need to do something, I get it done, and there's not going to be anyone that's going to push me to you know, like do what it needs to be done other than myself. So hopefully you could take that and, you know, use it. So once again, just depend on yourself. You don't need to use anyone else. People can come along for your ride. If you have your own Shopify store, you want to move to LA or anything, they can come along for the ride, but don't be there to like personally mentor them with Shopify or anything. When I was in the come up, I never mentored one of my friends, and I'm not dissing or anything. I've had friends create Shopify stores, but like they can create it alongside me, but like, I don't know, I'm moving to LA regardless, you know, I'm gonna create this online Shopify store regardless. Okay, Jeremiah asked, what is the cons of making a lot of money at your age? And I guess this is a relative question, because there's plenty of people who make way more than me and also less, you know. So I would say the biggest thing, honestly, I don't really look at anything as a con. If anything, you get more mature because people are gonna come after your assets. You know, you'll just basically become more emotionally aware of things. And then on top of that, I mean, I'm free to do anything I want. You know, I can go anywhere in the world I want, except there's travel restrictions. However, I still went to Europe as an American citizen. Don't ask how, but I don't know, man. You definitely have more responsibilities, but once again, I'm sure like the level of things that I worry about, like, oh, my business needs to do this, do that, and like I don't like worry too much about it. I'm not like emotionally unstable or anything, but like other like people, like some of my friends that are in college or something, probably worry the same amount. We just worry about different things. And once again, I don't worry. I look at everything like a video game. Like, think about it. I'm 19 years old. I'm in Los Angeles. I have my own businesses that I need to run, in e-commerce stores and this YouTube channel. Everything's a video game. So I don't ever look at things like, oh, this is real life consequences. Obviously there's real life consequences, and like you have to, like, at the end of the day, you should be working, you know. You don't want to get complacent. Like, if you get complacent, there's consequences, you know. Your businesses are going to go downhill. But like, I don't know, I don't overthink too, like I don't stress over things too much. So I don't know. Anyways, the cons, I wouldn't say there's too many cons. If anything, you just become more mature and you have a better understanding of things. And sometimes the cons can even be good. You know, you'll have people that might try to use you or something. But once again, I'm 19 years old and I'm learning these lessons, rather than like, there's people who are 30, 40 years old that never have to go through these lessons, and then they're not as emotionally mature. And obviously I can have some more maturing to do and stuff, but I look at everything as a pro, because the cons only are teaching me things. So it's all about perspective, baby. Okay, Dan D Words asks, how does your life perspective change once you're making solid money? And I would say my perspective of things definitely changed a lot. Like I realized like I can literally do anything I want. Like, even to this day, the position that I'm in, like I'll tell people that are close to me that I mean, I guess I'm pretty fortunate, and there's people, you know, who are above me and below me, right? Just in my case, and I'll tell them, like, I've already made it to LA. I've already, you know, I took quite a big risk a couple months before senior year. I never had any success, and ever since then, you know, I've obviously put myself on a trajectory. I've had my successes, and I still have plenty more to achieve, but I tell them I'm gonna do certain things. They're like, you can't do that, whatever. Like I said, oh, I was gonna go to Europe. I'm an American citizen. If I told my friends or family, they'll have a preconceived idea of like, oh, you can't do that, travel restrictions, whatever. But my perspective basically allowed me to get there. You know, I thought of ways, and I mean, anything really. If I think of something that I want to do, like climbing the Hollywood sign, for example, like most people would be like, oh no, it's illegal, which it kind of is. You can get fined or something. They're like, you need to be conservative, stay in your house, don't start that business. You know, me, I'm in a position of like, I can do anything I want. Life's a video game, and if anything, I'm trying to create an interesting story, because by the time I'm 30, 40, 50 years old, I want to tell my kids like, oh yeah, like here's an interesting story of my life. And I don't know, I kind of just, but the thing is, you got to be wise about it. You know, there's real life consequences. If I was climbing the Hollywood sign and someone caught me, I mean, they'll probably just fine you, it's trespassing, but you don't want to do anything stupid, like, I don't know, like, it's like something that would like go, like send you to jail or something like that. Like, you don't want to like graffiti, that's just stupid, you know, but definitely, like, I think anything's possible, and it really is. And on top of that, you meet really cool friends, and you can have high value friends that have achieved way more than you, and it really just puts you into perspective of like what I've realized is like I can literally do anything I want anytime I want. Like, I'm 19 years old, I don't look at that as anything. Like right now, if I flipped my fingers, if I wanted to go to Dubai tomorrow, I literally could. And I mean, that's what I did. Like July 7th, I was literally at Sushia right on Sunset, right below my house, and like literally what I'm speaking right now is like stuff that I literally manifested. I knew I wanted to do this. Like July 7th, I was like, dude, I want to go somewhere. Like, I was honestly, to be honest, I was just off a bang, like all this caffeine. I was like, I want to go somewhere. I literally put some socks, a t-shirt in my backpack. I went to the airport, and I'm like, yo, where do they not have travel restrictions? Let me fly. The guy told me London. So the next thing you know, I booked my flight right there. I checked in, and next thing you know, I went to Miami for a couple hours as a layover, and then I was in London all within a couple hours, or about like 16 hours from just the thought. Most people would have a preconceived idea of like, oh, you can't do that, be humble, no, just stay, there's COVID, you know, be safe, which I mean, I get that, yeah, but I can literally do anything I want. And next thing you know, I literally went into the EU as an American citizen, went to Dubai, had a great time for my birthday. I met plenty of friends that I've known for years. I met Stefan, shout out him. And once again, it's all about my perspective on life and like how I think of everything. Now I created a dope story that most people would have the preconceived idea. Even if I told my friend that, hey, I'll literally pay for your ticket, you don't need to worry about any financials, I'll literally buy you a ticket, come to me with London, they'll have the preconceived idea of like, oh, my parents won't let me. I'm like, dude, you're 18, 19, 20 years old, you know, it's all about perspective in life. And I don't know, dude, just have fun. Like, I don't know, maybe like look at me as an example, or like other people that you probably know on Instagram, YouTube, or friends, as like a role model, and just like see what they're doing. Like, I don't really know how to say it, but I'm like literally free to do anything I want in the world. Like, I have friends, I'm 19, I have a 20-year-old friend who bought a McLaren at 20 years old. Shout out Matt, he's from San Diego, and most people would have, once again, the preconceived idea of it's never possible, but you can literally do anything you want in life. So there's like a 17-year-old kid I know that, I'm not going to speak on the numbers, but he's doing amazing. He lives in the Netherlands, not Amsterdam, but somewhere in the Netherlands. But like, if I told you the things he's doing with his e-commerce businesses and brands, you would never believe it. And I don't even think he goes to high school. So imagine if you went to a high school and he told all the kids the stuff he's doing, no one would believe him. But once again, it's all about perspective. You become on different wavelengths than everyone else. Not everyone's going to understand you, and that kind of reflects into the other answer that I had of you have to be okay with yourself, because no one is going to understand your perspective of life if you have a true abundance mindset. I mean, there will be certain people, but these are going to be high value people, but you shouldn't ever waste your time trying to convince other people. Everyone has their own destiny and their own fate that they're putting themselves on, and you just have to be respectful of that. Obviously, everybody cannot be the same. So guys, like, this is literally so beautiful. Honestly, this is my dream car, and I want to get it within the next couple months. It's like the 2020 Porsche 911, but like, look at this view, look at this road. Like, this is literally so beautiful. And once again, I'm only here, and I live in Los Angeles, and I am basically living life on my own terms because of the decisions I made. So once again, you're literally the master of your own fate, like it says in Think and Grow Rich. Not the Lana Del Rey, unfortunately, is not the person who said that quote first in that song, but I'm serious. Like, literally everything is up to you. It doesn't matter the age. I mean, maybe there's some like age requirements for some things, but once again, you're the master of your own fate. I'm literally here living this life because of every decision that I made. No one else is responsible for it. This is the biggest thing. No one else is responsible for the position that I'm at. Like, look at this beautiful view right now. Once again, no one else is responsible for this. Like, I literally worked for all of this. I wasn't given a single dollar, in fact. I mean, when I was younger, my parents, I do have to give them credit where credit's due. They bought me this drone that I made YouTube videos with, and I made like 11K or something at 15. I used that also to invest in like other things, like with my e-commerce and stuff. So I mean, like $800. But in terms of e-commerce and everything, I've literally started at zero multiple times. I've started at negative $300. I wasn't given a single dollar. And once again, this goes for other people too. Like whether you're in a good position or bad position. I talked about this in my day in the life. You're in the position you're at because the decisions you made. So make good decisions. And I'm telling you this now, most decisions that you think are good are probably not good. Because think about it, there's a 1% of people who are successful. Chances are you're in that 99%, and the 99% think very differently from the people who are in the 1%. I'm not saying I'm in the 1%, but I'm saying I listen to the 1%, and that's where I want to get. So you have to listen to those people. And the biggest thing is I only listen to a few people, and those few people don't even know who I am. And these are people who I like to think are my mentors. And mentors don't always need to be in person. They can be on YouTube. They can be in books. If you read, I think Elon Musk or something had his mentors that he said, and his mentors, they never knew who he was. Man, I think I'm probably gonna butcher it, but like he really looked at like Thomas Edison maybe, or Nikola Tesla. So like my mentors, I really like Ty Lopez. There's a few other people. These people don't even know who I am, and these are the very few people that I actually listen to. So you know, I'll listen to what a lot of people say, my friends, family, and everything, but you take things for a grain of salt. You know, decide for yourself if it's worthy listening to or not. So yeah, once again, your life is, my mom would tell me this, your life is the sum of all the choices you've made. So make good choices. But the thing is, you have to differentiate what's a good choice. Most people want the best for you, but they don't know what the best choice for you is. For me, for example, they could have told me to go to college, and obviously that's its own trajectory. That's completely fine. No, college is fine if you want to be a lot of things, but maybe if they told me like, I don't know, like no one told me like, yo, Mikey, go to the gym, eat healthy, you know? No one ever pushed me to do that. So once again, you're the master of your own fate. So we were literally just in Malibu, literally right across from the sand dune. Ran into my boy, tell him about
it. What up, Shaquille? You know this crazy guy, Mikey, you know? Yeah. We're out here getting this workout, you know?
Bro, I know, we've known each other for like, what, a year now almost?
A year.
We're literally just chilling in Malibu, run into him and his brother. We actually met. He was wearing a hoodie of like the high school that my sister went to in San Diego.
Shout out Cathedral Catholic, yeah. You know, shout out to San Diego.
And then I was like, yo, bro, is that it's literally just says 2 small C's on it. And I was like, yo, bro, is that Cathedral? And he's like, yeah, it is. And then ever since then, we've like done some parties at my house. Yep. We've definitely done a lot of crazy shit. So yep. Memories
just
for
getting
real.
Started, man.
Nice seeing you, bro.
Good seeing you, bro. Yeah, always.
Yo, what's up, guys? Mikey Kass. Just want to say thank you so much for watching the Q&A. I figured all of my YouTube videos end with me just filming on my phone. But yeah, I'm definitely going to upload more as I got a filmer now, and you know, I'm in LA. I want to push out more content, bro, because that day in the life, you know, I put in like, there was quite a decent amount of editing and work and, you know, thought that went into that, and it was amazing. You know, I got tons of connections, tons of people found out about me through that video, and you know, I met some people through it, so I just wanted to upload more, put out more content. So yeah, if you're interested, my social media and stuff like that should be down below. If you're really interested, feel free to just cruise my channel if you like it. But yeah, peace.